Welcome to the Fusion Flow podcast, where healing meets transformation and you learn to breathe life back into your soul. I'm your host, Erica Carter-Folk, a transformational coach specializing in breathwork, NLP, hypnosis, and trauma healing. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, disconnected, or stuck, you're in the right place. Each week, we dive deep into the mind, body, and soul, exploring the tools, stories, and strategies that will help you reclaim your peace, rediscover your power, and reconnect with your true self. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin your journey to wholeness. Hey love, welcome back to the Fusion Flow podcast. I'm Erica, and today we're diving into the real, raw, not so pretty truth about trauma. Because let's face it, healing isn't all fluffy meditation pillows and inspirational quotes. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, and sometimes it feels like you're stuck in a never-ending loop of pain. Let me ask you something. How many times have you laid in bed at night replaying that same argument in your head? You know the one where you wish you said something different? Or maybe you're still trying to figure out why they hurt you the way they did. Or maybe you're scrolling through your phone, stalking someone you know you shouldn't, wondering why you're not good enough. Sound familiar? Yeah, I've been there too. Trauma has a way of keeping us stuck. Stuck in the past, stuck in our heads, stuck in patterns that make us feel like we're running in circles. And the worst part? The world tells us to just move on, as if it's that simple. Well, guess what? Moving on isn't about ignoring the pain or pretending it didn't happen. It's about facing it head on, owning your story, and deciding you're not going to let it define you anymore. So, if you're ready for some real talk and actionable steps to start moving forward, stay with me, because this episode is going to be your wake-up call. Let's get real about why you feel stuck. Trauma isn't just something that happened to you. It's something that lives in you. It's in the way your heart races when you hear a certain tone of voice. The pit in your stomach when someone brings up something you'd rather forget. Or the way you shut down when things get too real. Here's the deal. Trauma rewires your brain. It puts you in survival mode, and your brain becomes obsessed with one thing: keeping you safe. That's why you avoid confrontation, why you overthink every text message, or why you keep people at arm's length even though you crave connection. Your brain is trying to protect you, but in doing so, it's keeping you stuck. And let's talk about those late night thoughts, the ones that creep in when the world gets quiet. You know the ones. Why wasn't I enough? Why do I keep attracting the same kind of toxic relationships? What's wrong with me? Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with you. What's wrong is that no one taught you how to process the pain, how to let go of the guilt, or how to rewrite the story you've been telling yourself. But that's what we're going to do today. All right, love, here's your wake-up call. Healing isn't going to happen if you keep doing what you've always done. You can't Netflix your way out of this. You can't scroll on TikTok until the pain magically disappears. And you definitely can't wait for someone else to come along and fix you. Because no one's coming to save you. I know that's hard to hear, but it's the truth. You've got to decide that you're done playing small. You're done letting the past control your future. You're done settling for relationships, jobs, or habits that drain you instead of filling you up. Here's the thing. Healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about coming back to who you've always been under the pain and fear. And that starts with one decision: deciding you're worth it. Are you ready to stop surviving and start living? Are you ready to stop blaming the past and start building the future? If your answer is yes, then let's get to work. Okay, now we've talked about why you feel stuck and why it's time to stop playing small. Let's get into the how. These aren't just fluffy ideas or feel-good advice. These are real, actionable steps you can take to start moving forward today. And yes, they're gonna challenge you, but that's where the magic happens. Let's dive in. The first step is to get brutally honest with yourself, and I mean brutally. No sugarcoating, no excuses, no pretending everything's fine when it's not. Because here's the thing, you can't heal what you refuse to face. Let me ask you, what are you holding on to that keeps you stuck? Maybe it's anger at someone who betrayed you. Maybe it's guilt over a choice you made years ago. Or maybe it's the belief that you're not good enough, that you'll never be enough. Whatever it is, it's time to name it. Grab a journal or even a scrap of paper and write this down. What am I holding on to that's weighing me down? I want you to be specific. Write down the memories, the emotions, the beliefs. Get it all out. Don't judge yourself. This isn't about shame or blame. It's about clarity. Why? Because clarity is power. You can't fix what you're not willing to see. And when you name it, you take the first step towards breaking its hold on you. Once you've gotten honest with yourself, it's time to protect that honesty. And that brings us to step 2. Set boundaries like a boss. Listen, you can't heal in the same environment that hurt you. If you're surrounded by people, situations, or habits that drain your energy, it's time to set some boundaries. Think about this. Who or what in your life is stealing your peace? Is it a toxic friend who only calls when they need something? A job that leaves you feeling empty? Or maybe it's your own habit of saying yes to things you don't actually want to do. Here's the truth. Boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about protecting your energy and peace. And let me tell you, saying no is one of the most powerful acts of self-love you can practice. Start small. Maybe it's telling that friend, I can't talk to you right now, but I'll call you later this week. Or maybe it's blocking out an hour each day that's just for you. No emails, no chores, no interruptions. And don't let guilt stop you. You're not responsible for how other people feel about your boundaries. You're responsible for how you feel when you don't have them. Now that you've set boundaries to protect your peace, let's talk about what's happening inside your mind. That's where step 3 comes in. Rewrite the story. Here's the thing about trauma. It's not just what happened to you. It's the story you've been telling yourself about what happened. And if that story is full of self-blame, shame, or hopelessness, it's definitely time to rewrite it. Think about the beliefs you've been carrying around. Maybe it's, I'm not lovable, or I'll never be happy, or this is just how life is. Those beliefs might feel true, but they're not. They're just stories. And like any story, they can be rewritten. Start by flipping the script. For example, instead of saying, I'm not lovable, say, I'm learning to love myself every day. Or instead of saying, I'll never heal, say, I'm taking steps towards healing, even if they're small. And here's a little extra power move. Say it out loud. Yes, it might feel awkward, but speaking it gives it life. It's like planting a seed in your mind, and with repetition, that seed will grow into a new belief. Now, rewriting your story is powerful, but it's not enough on its own. You've got to back it up with action. And that brings us to step 4. Take the damn step. All right, here's the tough love part. Healing isn't going to happen if you stay in your comfort zone. You've got to take the damn step. What's the thing you've been putting off? Is it reaching out to a therapist, having a hard conversation, or maybe it's something as simple as getting out of bed and going for a walk? Whatever it is, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Just do it. Because here's the truth. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates change. Even the smallest step can make a difference. And once you take the first step, the next one gets a little easier. So what's your step? Write it down, commit to it, and then take it. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Now, as you start taking steps, it's important to recognize your progress. And that leads us to our final step. Celebrate every win. Healing isn't about big dramatic breakthroughs. It's about the little moments. The time you said no without guilt. The day you cried and didn't judge yourself for it. The moment you realized you're stronger than you thought. Celebrate those wins, no matter how small they seem, because every win is proof that you're moving forward. Here's a simple way to do this. At the end of each day, write down one thing you did that you're proud of. It can be as small as getting out of bed or as big as having a breakthrough in therapy. Whatever it is, honor it. When you celebrate your progress, you remind yourself that healing is happening, even if it doesn't always feel like it. And there you have it, 5 steps for moving forward. Let's recap real quick. First, get honest with yourself. Then, set boundaries like a boss. Rewrite your story. Take the damn step. And celebrate every win. These steps aren't just ideas. They're actions you can take right now to start reclaiming your life. And remember, healing isn't about perfection, it's about progress. You've got this. Listen, love, healing isn't easy, but it's worth it. You are worth it. The fact that you're here listening to this episode tells me that you're ready to take the next step. And I'm so proud of you for that. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode, where we'll dive into breaking free from people-pleasing patterns. Until then, take a deep breath, set a boundary, and remember, you're not broken. You're blooming. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to the Fusion Flow podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. For more tools and resources, visit mindfusion.com. Follow us on Instagram @mindfusioncoach. Until next time, take a deep breath and keep moving forward.